Hi Taurus, this is Soul Light Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten and I'm coming to you today with your January 2017 love reading. Thanks for joining me. Please make sure to like, comment, or subscribe. And subscribe, please. That would be much appreciated, as this is my first time offering tarot and oracle card readings on YouTube. So I'm trying to build my subscriber list. So I'd really appreciate it if you would do that. Okay, this is a general reading for Taurus signs. And when I say signs, I mean sun, moon, and rising Taurus signs. And not all messages will resonate with you because this is a general reading. So please make sure to check out your rising and moon sign videos. Perhaps there will be a message that strikes your chord there for you this month. So let's begin. I have already pre-shuffled the cards and laid them out. I'm using the Wheel of the Year Tarot deck and the La Vera Sibilla Italian Oracle deck, as well as the Wisdom of the Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reid. So the first card out is the Five of Wands. The second one was the King of Pentacles, and the Fool card was the third one that came out from the Wheel of the Year Tarot deck. And just overlooking this reading, I feel like you definitely have been battling with a relationship or battling with a circumstance in your life. This is something that you brought in from 2016 into 2017, and you're still going to be dealing with it in January. So there's a couple of different scenarios, so let me try and keep them all straight. The first one is kind of close to heart, and that is not dealing with romance. It's kind of a health issue, and my own father is a Taurus, so I can kind of see his story. And he had a stroke recently, and I know he's battling to get well, battling for recovery. So, and these cards very much speak to that, feeling a prisoner in your own body, feeling unclear in your head, in your mind space, unable to get your thoughts clear and working for you, and feeling imprisoned by these emotions and by your physical restrictions, and just wanting to break free. So, in a sense, that also is a theme for relationships too. So let's see. Let's break it down one by one. I'll do it to the best of my ability, Taurus. Okay, so Three of Wands is a card that represents struggle, battle, competition, striving for what you want. It also represents arguments, unexpressed desires, needing clarity. So for those of you in a relationship, I'm feeling like perhaps you've been struggling with this relationship. Maybe you've been arguing a lot. I'm seeing through the Sibilla cards that perhaps your arguments are in regards to debts, finances, paying bills, feeling like you suffered a lot of financial losses, and a lot of arguments in relationships occur over money issues. But your debts have really gotten overwhelming to the point where you feel trapped by them, buried by them, restricted, completely restricted by them. And a clarification card that I pulled out was the Five of Pentacles. So I'm feeling like you've been trying to discuss how you're feeling and trying to work things out with your partner, but regarding your finances, regarding your feelings of feeling trapped in this relationship that is restrictive in some way. but your discussions are falling on deaf ears. As you see in the Five of Pentacles, this person is just turning away and walking away. They're not listening. And you, in this instance, in this regard to what I'm saying, you're trying to talk it out, and you basically have to chase this person down, but they're just not listening. And you're weary. You're both weary from this battle. Okay, and this again is for people who are in long-term relationships. So you may have, or someone in the relationship may like to appear like you've got everything all together. Like you can keep up with the Joneses, like your life is really ideal, but it's not. Underneath it all, you feel like a prisoner, trapped by your debts, trapped in a relationship that is robbing you or sucking you dry, taking from you and not giving in return. And I think you've come to a point where you're ready to leave this situation. You're ready to make your escape. You're ready to break free from this prison of a relationship. But your partner, if that's the case, your partner is still wanting to hold on to the relationship. Maybe that's what's resulting in, they're wanting to hold on to the relationship for some reason. Even though they're not listening to you, you feel like you're not getting through to them, they are still fighting for the relationship. And I feel like it's you, Taurus, who's ready to make your escape, who's ready to maybe think about divorce or think about separation. You really want to break free from this, and you've been contemplating it for a while. Maybe even as far as 9 months ago, you decided that maybe 9 months ago you gave it 9 months, and it's still not working out. You just feel like maybe it's time to go in your own direction. This person has a pull on you, and there's an emotional attachment. So, you may still make one more attempt, make another attempt to talk it out, to strategize, to figure out how you can work out your problems. But I think in your heart of hearts, you're ready to leave this situation and start something new, start over, break free from these responsibilities, from these debts, from this, and you feel like I said, it's almost like a karmic relationship. Maybe that's why it's so difficult. Maybe you feel karmically tied to this person, but all in all, you just feel ultimately that if you can't make it work for you, if it doesn't serve you, you're going to have to let it go, and you're willing to do that. So, so that's pretty much the tarot card messages. And getting into the Sibylla messages, again, it's saying you feel like your partner is sucking you dry, and that you're going in a continuous circle, a continuous battle. The same old story, and nothing is really changing. And little by little, this is chipping away at your self-esteem and making you feel even more trapped. There's also the possibility of, if this isn't a long-term relationship, that if you're single, that Or even if you are in a relationship, there could be the potential of an old admirer coming back, or a new admirer who is wanting to steal you away from your partner. Or maybe even you're having an affair. This relationship has degraded to the point where you've chosen to step out on your partner, or you've allowed another person to come into the relationship, and this person wants to take you away from it all. I hope that makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm talking in circles like the fool in his circle there. Yeah, and you might be strategizing, or this person is strategizing how they can do that, how they can tear you away from your partner and have you for themselves. So that's one story. And you would feel really, and if that is the case, that you would feel really guilty about that. And might even stay in the relationship because of guilt. Because you feel karmically tied to this your current partner. Okay. If it is the couple situation again, the relationship is and how it's going is chipping away at your self-esteem, chipping away at your inner core. You're feeling kind of forsaken, even spiritually forsaken, run down, helpless to fix things. And so all you want to do is break out of this prison. All you want to do is break free from this relationship. This is kind of a dark reading, Taurus. I'm sorry. My phone keeps going off. I apologize for that. The final card in the Sibylla is kind of a positive card. And that tells me that you are going to give it another shot. You are going to try to have an honest discussion, express yourself clearly, and see if you guys can't come to some sort of negotiation and work out this relationship. But if you do decide, if you come together and you decide that divorce or separation is for the best, don't expect your partner to not make things difficult for you. Like, there might be issues with, again, control of the money, or issues with the children, where your partner may still try to hold on to you, even though they may understand your desire to leave, and you may see a lawyer, you may set up the I'll get all the documents in order and set up the process of the divorce or the separation, and your partner is going to fight you on it. Yeah. Okay, so if you're single, I see you having a lot of admirers. A lot of admirers are attempting to gain your interest. And if you're involved with someone or dating someone, another admirer may come in and try to steal you away from that current partner that you're with. You see yourself as a prize catch, and I see you dating and meeting several different prospective partners, going out with several, and seeing what's out there, being adventurous and exploring, because maybe you've been single for a while, or maybe you were trapped in an old relationship for a while, and now you want to get out and see what's out there, see what opportunities are there for you. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and sum up this reading, Taurus, with an oracle card from The Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. So let me just shuffle the cards real quick and see what falls out. Oh, and we got All That Glitters in the reverse. All That Glitters in the reverse. And I'm going to, I do not have these cards memorized. So I'm going, another card fell out too. No place like home. So I'll read them both in regards to relationships, okay? So All That Glitters. Give me a second. In the reverse. So you get the protection message. And basically what this is saying is, this is a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. There is a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about difficult situations, and you will be sorry you got yourself into. So stay away. Isn't it wonderful how Spirit protects you? Better things await you. Okay. So, wow, that's kind of on it. And then the last card is No Place Like Home, and that fell out in the upright, so I'll read the romance message, relationship message for that. That says, lovers, friends, companions, animals are at home in your life right now. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity right now. So be home in this relationship. Together, you add to the love of the world. So, what I'm deriving from the oracle cards is that, maybe you do think that it might be easier out there. What you have isn't enough. Maybe you can find something better out there. But take a second look and, maybe you should give it one more try. Because there's no place like home, the familiar, the secure. And, maybe the conversation card is saying, talk it out. Get advice from others. Try to strategize a plan. Try to find a way to get your debts under control. Because all that glitters is not gold. And sometimes, what is it, the saying, in sickness and in health, maybe this is just a sick period and you guys have to find a way to work through it. So maybe don't give up so easily. Even though you don't feel like this was a decision that you made lightly. You've been pondering this for quite some time, for at least 9 months or more. So, the potential to work it out is there, but you're going to need some help. You're going to maybe need counseling, help of friends, family, the support of others to break free from the situation. Whether you try to work it out with your partner or whether you decide that it's time to separate and move on. But ultimately, I think that You have to be true to yourself, Taurus. And you have to do what's going to make you happy in the end. Because home should not be toxic. Home shouldn't make you feel like a prisoner. And if you can't release that feeling, then breaking free is probably is what I think the advice of the cards are, because home is where the heart is. And if you don't want to be there, if being there makes you feel trapped, then that's not home either. So, some deep things to consider and ponder. And the help of others is needed to make your decision most likely, to help you strategize a plan, to help facilitate the changes that you want to make. So I wish you luck in January, Taurus. If this reading resonates with you and you need more assistance or you need more clarification, please contact me and we can set up a personalized reading. I thank you for your time. I wish you a wonderful January, and I'll see you again in February. Take care.